Today we're taking a look at the Philadelphia Flyers vs Buffalo Sabres match, which is happening on Wednesday, March 31, 2021 at 7:35 p.m., and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. The Philadelphia Flyers will remain at the KeyBank Center on Wednesday night to take on the Buffalo Sabres in an East Division matchup. These teams have played 6 times and will only have one more matchup this season after this game. They played on Monday in Buffalo, and the Flyers picked up a 4-3 overtime win where defenseman Ivan Provorov scored 42 seconds into overtime for the victory. While the Flyers have won back-to-back contests for the first time since a 3-game run from February 24th to 28th, the Sabres are mired in an 0-15-3 rut. That's NHL's longest such slide during the shootout era. The 1993-94 Winnipeg Jets were the most recent club to go 19 in a row without a win. These franchises are playing very similar on the defensive side of the ice, so it will be interesting to see which team can figure out how to step up defensively. Let's take a deeper dive into the matchup to decide where we should be leaning in this game. The Philadelphia Flyers banked consecutive victories for the first time since the end of February after following up Saturday's 2-1 home triumph against the New York Rangers with a 4-3 overtime win versus the Buffalo Sabres at KeyBank Center on Monday. The Flyers allowed 1 strike in the opening frame and 2 more in the second before Kevin Hayes, Claude Giroux and Sean Couturier all tallied in the third period ahead of the winning overtime marker by Ivan Provorov, who finished a 2-on-1 just 42 seconds into the extra session. The Philadelphia Flyers will look to build on their 4-3 win over the Sabres last time out. James Van Riemsdyk leads the Flyers in scoring with 31 points, coming on 13 goals and 18 assists, while Claude Giroux and Joel Farabee each have 27 points, with Giroux posting 18 assists while Farabee has a team-high 14 goals. Jakub Voracek and Sean Couturier each have 26 points, with Voracek logging 21 assists and Couturier logging 10 goals and 16 assists this season. Kevin Hayes also has 11 goals and 13 apples for the Flyers this season. As a team, Philadelphia is averaging 3.1 goals on 29.1 shots with a 20.7% success rate on the power play, while allowing 3.6 goals on 29 shots with a 72.8% success rate on the park this season. Goalie Brian Elliott stopped 29 shots on Monday and has now gone 9-4-1 for the ongoing campaign with a 2.84 GA and a .893 save percentage. He has recorded a 17-2-2 career total against the Sabres with a 1.74 GA and a .941 save percentage. The Flyers, meanwhile, are netting the 13th highest quantity of goals per game this season, while giving up the 2nd highest amount on the defensive end. The Buffalo Sabres have been awful in the early stages of this season, and one bright spot has been the play of center Sam Reinhart, who has been playing extremely well to begin the season. The team has been devastated with injuries, as they have 7 players listed on the injury report. Reinhart is leading all the team in points and goals as he has 21 points this season, and has been struggling as he has scored just 2 points in the last 10 games. In his last game against the Philadelphia Flyers, he finished without a point while attempting just 2 shots in 16:44 on the ice. Reinhart has shown the ability to be one of the best players on the Sabres, and it'll be time to see if the Flyers can continue his cold streak or if he will break out of it. The Buffalo Sabres are still looking for their first victory since February 23rd. The Buffalo Sabres are averaging 2 goals per game and are scoring on 23.3% of their power play opportunities. Sam Reinhart leads Buffalo with 12 goals, Jack Eichel has 16 assists, and Taylor Hall has 81 shots on goal. Defensively, the Buffalo Sabres are allowing 3.5 goals per game and are killing 77.9% of their opponents' power plays. Carter Hutton has given up 39 goals on 341 shots faced, and Linus Ullmark has given up 35 goals on 416 shots. Linus Ullmark and Carter Hutton have both spent time in the net this season for the Sabres and have been struggling as a goalie unit. Ullmark got the nod in the goal in the last game against the Philadelphia Flyers, and he allowed 4 goals on 36 shots in an overtime loss to drop his record to 5-5-3. Buffalo has allowed 122 goals this season, which is 28th in the league. They have been below average against opposing power plays as they have killed 69 of 88, 78.41% of them so far this season. The Flyers are an above-average offense in the league, so this will be a chance for the Sabres to bounce back in the net against the team that just beat them in overtime. So here are my betting suggestions for that game. The Flyers are 7-3 in their last 10 Wednesday games and 1-5 in their last 6 games following a win. The Sabres are 8-20 in their last 28 home games and 14-41 in their last 55 overall. The over is 13-3 in Flyers' last 16 overall. The Flyers are 4-0 in the last 4 meetings in Buffalo and 35-17 in the last 52 meetings. The home team is 13-6 in the last 19 meetings. The favorite is 23-8 in the last 31 meetings. Not trying to get behind either of these teams right now, if we're being honest, as Philadelphia shouldn't be this heavily favored, but the Sabres are giving absolutely no value to the plus money no matter how much we're getting. Instead, I'm going to back the over. Rallying from a 3-0 seconds period deficit to eventually grab a 4-3 triumph in overtime, it will be a surprise to see Philadelphia not learn a valuable lesson from its last encounter. If there is any logic in reaction to action in hockey, the Flyers will be coming out all guns blazing on Thursday, leaving Buffalo in an even deeper hole. Despite all the hard work and effort the Sabres have been putting into their last few fixtures, they themselves will have to realize that their best chance to snap their record-breaking losing streak was on Monday, not 2 days later, when their opponent will have already learned from its mistakes. My betting advice for that game is to pick over 6. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.